Ladies, gentlemen, and people just hanging the fuck on, we are here for the Emo Brown weekly episode. Let's go!
Oh, man. Bro, this is day one of UPS peak season, and you are already
Day
falling.
8.
Dude, you are falling apart on me. Day 8. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Emo Brown, the podcast, the weekly, brought to you by Tribal, Silk Cloud, Microwave, Liquid Death, and 3 Punk Ales.
Yeah.
That's right, gang. We're back. We're consistent. We're half asleep, half awake. We're in
limbo.
We're in limbo, dude. We're right in the middle. I feel good.
You look good.
I'm a veteran in this game. So por eso way, I feel like whatever. I see the hurt in your eyes today, BJ.
I'm just
Let's
sick.
touch on that. Let's touch
I'm
on that.
just sick.
Let's touch on the hurt in BJ's eyes. Oh my Lord.
pain.
As always, BJ, the episode is brought to you by 3 Punk Ales. 3 Punk Ales every Tuesday. Cruise on through to Little Italy or to Chula Vista. There is oodles and oodles and oodles of fun that await you. At Chula Vista, you can always find a little trivia night. Always have a blast. Bring your nerd group. Let's kick it. Win some things. Oh, I live in Mid-City. I don't want to come down to where all the Mexicans live. I want to hang out where all the Italians live. Well, guess what? We're in Little Italy. Cruise on through to India Street and make sure you turn Table Tuesday with us. I like that shit. Sign-ups are for 5 to 10, 30-minute sets, no scratching, all vinyl.
That's a loose rule, though.
What do you mean?
I think
Have you
you're allowed to
scratched
say.
there before?
I barely DJ'd. I just put the record on and let people enjoy the musical sounds of Take Offense and AFI. But,
You're barely Barry.
yeah, I'm putting the barely and buried today.
Yeah.
I'm here, though.
Let me
is
see.
the
Let me
fucking-
soak you in real quick. You look spry. You look fresh-ish.
Because I took a nap.
Did you really?
Like
All right.
45 minutes.
Let's get into this. It's peak season, dude.
It's
We're in.
peak.
Like today was day one.
We're peaking.
The weekend was like kind of like, oh, I'm gonna dip my toe into the water and say, no. Today you were fully fledged, thrown headfirst into what is the beginning of peak season. Pace yourself, BJ. I tell you this with peace and love. Pace yourself.
Yeah.
This is year 10 for me, I think, for peak seasons. This is the 10th. This is the decade. You know, it doesn't get any easier, but there are things you can do to make it easier on yourself. Get your sleep.
Don't be sick.
You're gonna get sick, dog.
Well, luckily I'm knocking it out of
Yeah.
the way fast.
I got
'cause
sick
would
last
not do
week,
this in the middle.
and I was this close to calling in, but I can't. You gotta wait and use that silver bullet for when it's actually absolutely necessary.
I don't think I can anyway.
No,
I haven't accrued any sick time.
I'll tell
So
you.
if I call in sick, it's just stay home forever. You're fired.
No, ask around. There's people already calling in sick. Get your rest. That is probably the most important thing you can do, bro. Honestly, get a nap in when you can. Look I got in at 1:15 today, so I was up by 12:45. I cheated. I took a shower. I went to sleep in my work clothes. I got up. I brushed my teeth, and I said, toodaloo, homie. Got in the car, and I just dipped on over there. I got over there a little bit late, but hey, if I'm not late, I'm not me. So I was just doing my thing, and I got there, and
You were late to be early.
yes. Isn't that crazy? Like I signed up to go in earlier and I was still late. Gotta love it, fool.
I love how on brand you are.
Get your rest. Drink your water. Don't drink too much. Like I'm on the cusp of just doing a dry December, I
should.
think.
You should.
It's day 2.
It'll do wonders for your skin,
Yeah. I feel like my skin is aight.
your protein synthesis.
I got a haircut on Wednesday. Look good, feel good, dog. It's all happening. This is my 10th year. Eat right. Don't try to eat out so much. Weighs heavy on you.
Fernando's gonna be bummed about that.
Yeah, well, you can go and join them. Just take yourself a nice little sandwich or something.
Oh, food.
Yeah, food. Oh, perdón. There you go. The jokes from BJ's. Drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. Do you like working out? Is that something you like to do?
No,
Not at all?
Not in the least.
Maybe a
I
little.
like light workouts. Like
Okay.
I like a little calisthenics.
Yeah,
Here
go
and
for a
there.
walk.
I like doing some fucking walking.
Yeah, take
I
Pete
like
for a walk, like just
bike
every day.
riding. I like push-ups.
You
I
got-
like sit-ups.
listen,
I like the easy shit.
You got to keep that body moving because your body from the moment we start, like with around 1-ish tomorrow to the moment we get out, which was today, we're at around 10-ish. You know, so you're gonna be hustling, picking up, lifting, lowering, throwing, overexerting, physical exertion on your body. So you kind of like keep it tuned. I went back to the gym today. I took a week off last week.
Yeah, you did.
I was tired, man. I was sick. I didn't feel good. So and that was just I usually get sick during peak, dude.
It's a good time to get sick.
Yeah, I get sick because your body you're throwing it through the ringer. Dude, I went to sleep at 7:45 last night. I woke up at 12:45.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But I'm happy you're here with me. It's going to be a good time,
We're
BJ.
here. We're here.
You had a show this weekend or what happened?
I did.
How'd that go?
It was good.
Few and far in between
before I
moving
got sick.
forward, or do you have a nice little consistent shows schedule coming your way?
Oh, it's every weekend. So you want to catch me?
Hey, fool, every
in my
weekend,
full
even during
glory?
December?
Fuck yeah.
Shit.
Because as great as UPS is,
Go ahead.
I can't live off that check.
Not yet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's-
Dude, listen to this. 10 years ago, I started at UPS. I started at roughly $10 an hour. It was a gut check. It was a gut punch. It was something I needed to do in order to get to the brewery. You know, at that point, I was no longer in banking and finance and any of that. So there was no insurance. I asked one of the big homies at Pinches El Dirty, a.k.a. Eddie. I said, yo, and he's been there now for 25 years. You know him. I think it's Gus's homie. Big ups him. He told me, I can get you, you know, past the first level of interviews at UPS, but you're not going to make it, dude. You are not about that life. This is just heavy, labor-intensive work. And I said, bitch, I just need something to bridge the gap until the business is open, before the brewery opens, before the bar opens. You know, like these were just seedlings that we were watering at that time. And I said, I'll make it, fool. Don't ever, you know me. Tell me I can't do some
Tell
shit.
you that was his plan. He was like, you ain't gonna make
He
it.
didn't know
And now
about
look
that.
at you. You're
He
gonna
didn't know
fucking own
about
the
that
place.
kryptonite or anti-kryptonite with me, bro. Like, as soon as you tell me that I can't do something, I'm like, just to be a prick and to just prove you wrong, I'm going to do it, bro. You know, tell me I can't have a period. I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out a way, dude. And 10 years later, I'm still there, man. $10, roughly, give or take a few shekels.
Yep.
That's what I started at now. And now over the course of 2 contracts, it gets better, BJ.
10 years ago, though,
Yeah.
consider this.
Go ahead.
Amazon was probably 1/3, dare I say 1/4 of what it is now.
Correct.
So the workload has gotten substantially worse, right? I mean, you had to remember, like,
Debatable.
I know you guys had it different back then. You had to
Yeah.
remember, like, addresses
Yeah.
and, like, the system was different.
Yeah. It's more streamlined.
But there was a lot less, like, I could just order this and not have to.
You know what
fucking deal
screwed
with it.
everything up? COVID, bro.
Yeah.
COVID screwed everything up because it just totally created a scenario where nobody left home. Legitimately. Like, nobody left home. So things needed to be brought to
And they
them.
ain't coming back out.
Yeah. Hey, real shit, bro. As soon as Target said that I can order on an app and just go and wait at the designated, like, parking space, I'm not going inside a Target ever again.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen to a lot of retail.
Uh-huh.
Is it's just gonna become warehouse space, and you're just gonna order shit.
Yeah.
And some poor schmuck is gonna come out, or a robot's gonna come out and just be like,
Robots.
"Here are your eggs."
For sure, dude. For
How
sure, it's
how
gonna
soon
be
do you think
robots.
until we get replaced?
Less than
'Cause
10 years.
I was talking-
us at the...
I was talking to Mushroom Mike. Shout out Mushroom Mike. He said that there was already one, like a fully automated UPS. Like,
Go ahead.
What the fuck?
How exciting.
How exciting!
It'll never fully replace us, obviously, because there's stupid union contract obligations, I'm assuming.
Until they put robots in the union.
Yeah, until they put that in there. And if they do, it was a nice run.
We had a good
We
run.
squeezed all of the juice out of UPS, and we made it.
Hopefully they can take the robots and we can just keep the benefits. Like, thank you for your service. Here you go.
I don't know, man. Have you seen how many people they hired even after they hired you?
Yeah.
They've brought
They keep
so
coming.
many people in. Roughly, they brought like 50 people in, roughly. And I was talking to one of the guys that does all the training and the hiring, and he says roughly about half of them have disappeared already.
Yeah.
It's not a job that everybody wants. And I get it now. Looking back, what Eddie was telling me, he's like, dog, you're not built for this. It's not for you. I was like, yes, I am. I need it. I need insurance for my family. And back then, we had to wait a year to get insurance.
The need dictates the drive.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. and I at that point I had 2 kiddos, and I always tell this story. Is like our first kid, we paid roughly $10,000 for labor, for board and room at like what was it, Mary Birch.
I thought I was going to say the Marriott.
No, yeah, right, huh? For all your vacation needs, don't forget to go to Marriott.
Have a child at the Marriott.
Mary Birch, I believe it's part of Scripps or something, whatever. Not inexpensive. And my former employer didn't cover a lot of it, you know, so it was roughly $10,000 out of pocket that we had to come out. Child number 2 got a little bit more economic, you know, a little bit more employee friendly.
Motel 6.
$8,000. Same place, same everything. Once we did it once there, we kept going back, you know, so wifey had the same nurse throughout all 3 pregnancies leading up to actual delivery dates. 1 and 2, $8,000, $10,000 respectively
That's a
my
nice
boys.
car.
All right. Yeah. Nice chunk
little
on a
VW.
car. Child number 3, I was no longer where I was employed, and I'm at UPS, and my benefits had kicked in. It cost me $125 to have the same room and board at the hospital, the same service. Everything remained the same. Nothing changed. Even Uncle Caesar showed up, dog. Uncle Caesar Torres was the first fool that actually visited us in the waiting room.
Probably cracking beers in the
He came in
hallway.
there. He brought some Fieldworks finest, I believe is what it was. We cracked a couple of fucking 32 ounces, hung out, and Oliver and Caesar are forever,
And once the
bonded.
child was delivered, he
There it
probably
is.
said, "When are we going to the Elwood?"
$125. So yes, there's a lot of negatives involved with, the work schedule, the workload. But in the end, for me and my family, it's worked out, and the 10 years have flown by. I'm a veteran now, dog. I got seniority, and
People look up to you.
I
man.
can
I've
talk
seen
shit
it.
to fools, dog, and nobody does nothing.
I've seen the twinkle in some people's eyes when they talk
Do you
to
see
you.
the two options? The two options we had. Like you said, people look up to you. There's a twinkle, and mine was like, I can shit on fools, bro, and nothing happened.
They look up to you and it's
happens.
just shit coming right down.
Oh man, it's a good time. I'm happy you're there, and it's my way of paying it forward. The same way a homie took a waiver and put their name on the line for me to get a job there. Like it's a big thing to put your name on the chopping block and be like, I vouch for this homie right now, and everybody hits me up. It's like, who's Francis? Who's Francis Gisbera? I was like, oh, that's Barry, aka BJ.
They're like, "Who's Barry?"
El Bijo. Hang in there.
Well, I hope you know I
it'll be
don't
fine.
take it lightly. I will get through this.
You will.
I will do you right. I will not.
I tell everybody, your first peak is your true test. Once you get past, at least just December, because it'll linger a little bit after, because returns are a motherfucker. People like that return stuff. It just gets busy in that sense too. Yeah. Get through December, bro. Today is December 2nd. You're already sick. You're already fucking dying on me over here. You're already talking about throwing in the towel. Wow. Hold on.
Just in life,
not
at UPS.
Just relax. Hey, well, I'll give you a motivational book to read or something. Give
yeah.
yourself a project. Give yourself something to do.
My project is to not be sick.
Yeah, you won't be sick. Just like you said, make some hot tea, do this.
I ate soup. I hate soup.
What kind of soup?
Chicken noodle.
From one? From a can, or did your wifey make it?
No. I literally got home. I took a shower. I took a 45-minute nap. And then I made an entire pot of soup and ate the whole thing. And I just had my face over it getting the fucking steam.
You want to go to the gym with me?
No.
Sounds kind of bro-ish, but there's a cool sauna in there. Could help.
I just steam up the bathroom.
Yeah?
That's my sauna.
Just trying to help you, dude.
I know you are.
I just want to be your buddy.
You are. And you do great.
I want to take you under my wing. I want to be like, yo, it's okay, BJ. But we do have a pact. None of us can go help you. We're not going to help you. Topher was like one of the guys that works with us at UPS. You've met Topher Brown.
Good guy, stand-up guy.
He's usually a top 5 end-of-year listener to all of the podcast episodes. Top dude. I told him, hey, do you want to go help? You want to go help BJ? Are we going to help Barry? I was like, nah, fool. Nah.
If anything, Tapia does the opposite. He sends people to tell me, you're fucking up. You suck.
Yeah.
Stop sucking. You're terrible.
It's a
I hear it.
kind of
I hear
love.
it all, Tapia.
It's a different kind of love we provide at UPS. But it's a brotherhood, bro. Like if you look around, how many of our social club members derive from UPS? They all appreciate what we put out on a weekly basis.
Good people.
It's fun stuff. We keep it light here. We talk a lot of shit. But yeah, man, like a lot of the drivers will hit me up. Feeder drivers will hit me up being like, hey, man, thank you for consistently putting shit out, because that's what I listen to, and that's what kind of keeps me awake when we're making our drives up and down to LA hubs and back down here. So we're doing something for the community. See? The fun don't stop.
What can we do for Brown?
Yeah, we've been doing it, bro. just show up. You see how hellish it is? They gave us a potluck.
I haven't been late once.
Dude,
8 weeks in.
I've been early once about the last fucking 2 months. They gave us a nice little potluck. Every year we have the annual potluck there. Shit. It gave us 15 minutes to wait in line with over 100 people waiting in line to get our plate of food. Yeah, we get to wait in line, get a plate of food, eat the plate of food, listen to one of the supervisors give us some direction and advice on what's coming our way, all in 15 minutes, bro. It's ridiculous.
And then the next day, 45-minute lunch.
Yeah.
I ate a banana.
And then today, no lunch.
No, I thought we were getting a 45er today.
Yeah, they're figuring it out, bro. I mean, I've been there 10 years, and it takes
My neighbor in the pen thought we were going to get a lunch.
Yeah?
And I'm glad she just stuck around because we both heard somebody say 45 on a walkie-talkie. We're like, oh, 45. All right, cool. And then 50 minutes later, it was like, oh, all right.
Bottom line, we're in it to win it.
We are in it.
We won't help you.
I'm in it for the Jezbera family. That's my motivation. And that's all
What
I
bigger
need.
motivation than that, bro? Young boot, cowboy hat wearing Pete. It's going to look up to daddy and
I'm
be
not
like,
here for me. I'm not
that's
here for the
my
paycheck.
homie.
I'm here for my family.
You know, my kids earlier in the UPS career would see a UPS truck and be like, oh, look, daddy, look, that's where daddy works. So there's a sense of pride, bro.
I took Pete to the UPS store to send a package the other day.
Or what happened?
And he was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I'm like, we've been here before. He's like, is this where you work? I'm like, not even close. Not even. These people are smiling.
Yeah, bro. We won't take our kids ever. I don't think I've ever had like a bring your freaking child to work.
How would you
at
get him through
UPS.
security?
Kathy's a motherfucker. She won't let anybody in.
Yeah,
dog.
she'll make me
out,
leave
bro.
him there.
Enough about UPS. Just brace yourself.
UPS, we love you.
Yes, it's going to get worse, though. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be so much worse. You're going to just look at your area and you're going to be drowning in parcels and boxes and just things that people are sending. 185-pound Rogue workout sets. Why?
Yeah, thank you, Joe Rogan. I got a fucking kettlebell the other day.
Yeah, like these are the most annoying thing. And that us is just loading it.
I don't lift kettlebells for me. Now I'm lifting them for other people.
Imagine my 60-year-old, one of my drivers that's there.
what I'm
dog.
wondering.
It's
I'm like, how do people retire?
And then you
from
look
this?
at it and it's a second floor unit. I was like, damn, you better hope there's a freaking elevator, dude. I don't know how you're going to get up these stairs, dog. But
Nah,
hey,
you'll see it the next day.
we're there.
We're there.
It's good. How was your turkey day? Let's talk about something nice. How was your turkey day?
Turkey Day was lovely. We
Go
hung
ahead.
out with Fernanda's family. We went out to Temecula. Shout out to the Temecula family. It was smaller than usual, but, you know,
Why?
I don't know.
Would you piss off?
Everybody.
That's my guy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my guy.
No, I don't know. I feel like the family events have just kind of been getting a little smaller, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. And eat more turkey for me.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
then we had the leftover sandwiches the next few days. Fucking turkey sandwiches with the cranberry sauce in there. Didn't have any mashed potatoes to put in. I was a little disappointed, but I was gonna make some.
Shit, I was running late this afternoon right now because I was making myself a nice little plate. I had some ham, I had some stuffing, and then I made 2 eggs. Quack, quack, quack. It's all about that protein synthesis. We ain't drinking in December, homie. We're taking it all
This
in very
motherfucker said
seriously.
wait.
Yeah, I'm not, dude. I didn't drink yesterday. I had copious amounts of cocktails at Bottle Rocket post the gratitude ride number 5, Barry. What a good time. I miss you. You were definitely missed on this ride. Good times. We worked that morning. You stayed at work. I
Yeah,
got
I don't
out
have the
early.
pleasure of being like, I gotta go ride a bike.
Yeah. I said, hey, I got to go. This is the annual event that we do. It's for raising money for the kids.
And look at these beautiful people.
Look at that, bro. We all did it. It was a collective effort. Big ups to everyone involved, bro. Big ups to all the biking crews that were out there. I see some Roots riders. I see some Emo Brown riders. I see some Sippin' Sunday riders. All the riders are out there. Big up DB Styles, always holding it down for the crews. Thank you very much to everyone who participated, all of the sponsors, Tribal, Isaac, homie. Isaac held it down for Silk Cloud right there at the lower left. If you
Wearing
see
his little
him,
Where's Waldo hat.
yeah, if you can find the guy with the Where's Waldo hat, he's hugging up on our Caesar. He's there. My degenerate ass was in my feels on that day, so look at me taking pictures with my glasses, my shades on, dude.
We're not gonna put the other picture up, are we?
Which one is the other one?
The one on the back of the Elwood.
James Bean. Oh man, I found a deep, dark, dirty secret that night, and that's the only reason I took those cigarettes. Hexus is a smoker, fool.
Not anymore. Congratulations, Hexus.
Not anymore because I took the pack of cigarettes, bro.
And he's on the patch.
Yeah. Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He sent me a picture and I forgot to text him back. But I love you, Hexus, and I'm glad you're doing it.
I took his pack of cigarettes, bro.
And you smoked them all.
Nah. I think in my life I've smoked 3 or less in my life. 45 years. That equates to like 1 every 15 years that I've smoked a cigarette. So I'm due after this year.
Let's have one.
Yeah. I threw them out. I had it in my little fanny pack, that I have. And,
Next challenge, let's take up smoking.
You down for a month? A cigarette a day?
Chain smoke.
A cigarette a day? No. A cigarette a day. Is that bad? How bad would that be for us?
Pretty bad.
Really?
We'd probably be addicted by the end of the month.
Nah.
Yeah,
I
that's how
bet
habits form.
I bet you I wouldn't be addicted. Let's do it. And that's the downfall. Oh, man. Again, thank you guys. Gratitude Ride number 5 was a success. All of the sponsors are out there. Eli from Bottle Rocket holding it down. Thank you very much for having heavy whipping cream.
Did you have milk for your White Russians?
He had the cream to make the White Russians.
He knew you were coming.
Made them doubles. Had about 4 of them.
Fried
Who's
pickles?
counting? Not yet.
They're coming.
As much as we've been begging for the fried pickles, he tells me to go fuck thyself every time I ask him again. Do you know how much mess that leaves in our small kitchen? I was like, I got it, though, but the customer, wants some fried pickles. Let's get us the fried pickles. Awesome time. Great time. When it's all said and done, and we're still collecting some checks and going off some promissory notes that we got, currently, as it stands, we're at $6,000 raised for Lillian J. Rice Elementary's 6th grade camp fund.
That's a quarter of the way there.
Bro, wait, a quarter of what? Oh,
You said 24?
Yeah,
24 is a total to get all those kids there?
I don't want to put us on the hook for that much. $24,000 is a lot of money. I'm happy we've gotten $6,000 from when we first announced it to this weekend, Thank you to all the people who have sponsored. Thank you to all the people who are writing checks to us. Machete, Nacional. We have checks now from Chula Vista Police Department Association coming. We have checks coming from Chula Vista Fire Department Association. A little bully tactics never hurt nobody.
Never.
Sometimes you got to push a couple fools to get them to release some of them checkles, and they did. They're going to be coming through with some checks there. We started it was a weird situation on
the Instagram
fundraiser.
The
Instagram one, bro. I did an Instagram foundation, like a fundraiser. I posted the gratitude ride, and I went on there and I accidentally started a fundraiser. Bro, we raised like $1,200 on the fundraiser.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I'm going to keep that thing going there, and we're going to just keep. I slowly started at $100, and then I realized, oh shit, somebody donated like 50. Then we got to 100, so I raised it to 500. Then we met that goal of gotten up to 500, and I pushed it to like 1,000. Then we did that, so now I pushed it to 2,000. So all of this, including the people who donated. Let's shout out some of these people that have actually donated. Let me see. Alex Rivera, and it sucks because I don't know if these people don't want. The flowers.
Full names out there.
Yeah. But big ups, Alex Rivera. Rivera, you're a champion.
You can pay more and we'll take your name out.
Cisco Man, Francisco Hernandez. Big ups, homie. The homie, AQ619. That's right.
Another one.
That's the primo, dude. That's my cousin. It's the beach. That's homie right there.
Don't say I didn't do nothing.
Aaliyah Marron, yes. Isabel Roman, yes. Fernando Verdugo of Verdugo Testing, yes. Will Holder, yes. Stephen Woods of the Ben and Wood Show, thank you very much.
The Woods of the
Yeah, Mr. Belvin Eddie El Papas, what is it? Midlife craft artist.
Midlife craftist.
Either way, he made a donation. Either way, it all.
We'll get it right one day.
Cruisin' 1925, Lexi Pop, Shayna Abbott, more again from Mr. El Papas, again from Cisco Hernandez, Brian Duncan, and me.
Tip-top.
We've all managed to throw it all together. And between the 14 people that have donated, that's a grand total of like $1,263. All going right into the 6th grade camp fund. All the checks that we've collected so far.
A lot of candy bars.
All going into the 6th grade camp fund. Big ups, Ron Ritchie. Big ups, Ramsey from Dame Más Cafeína.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, big ups, like I said, Adam and all the Trejo Cornejo family at Nacional and at Machete. Fool. Like, we're out there getting it. Big ups about Boa Burger, this month's member of the month, business and member. So she's going to be coming on later on in the month and letting us know exactly what we can do to go support and how we can get a little money for this fundraiser. Big up Elias. He's going to cut us a portion of the sales from that day going towards this fundraiser. Big ups to Bobby and freaking El Isaac. They come together. They'll be writing a check and donate it to the But Willie's Insurance, Chula Vista's very own. Yes, I had to bully some of these fools. Yes.
They kind of wait for it, though.
Yeah, I feel like they want
They
it,
know
bro.
it's coming, and they're like, well, I'm going to wait until he
I feel like people have Cameo accounts, like, hey, let me read you a greeting or something. Then there's me. As soon as we have a fundraiser, I just go knocking on doors.
You should do a Cameo where you just get hired to talk shit to people, like hire a bully.
I just like cold calling fools and be like, hey, what's cracking? Good, everything's good. $250, dummy. That's a minimum we're looking for. Do you there's 86 students at Lillian J. Rice that can go to 6th grade camp. You're going to tell me you don't want to help one? Let's go. All right, boo. $250. We're all donating. The Elwood, Manhattan, 3 Punk Ales. We're knocking on all the doors, bro. And if I haven't gone to you yet,
it's coming.
I'm going to come in and I'm going to get that money for my kids. It's happening. It was awesome to see students there from Lillian J. Rice who made the ride over. It was awesome to see teachers from that school were there, all down for the cause and supporting. I don't know exactly the totals on shirts yet, but I want to say it was close to 700. I want to say that component of what we did was close to 700. Big ups always to Aisha. Aisha always holding it down. She doesn't ride. She doesn't do these things, but she's there.
But she holds
She's
it down.
there, like organizing things, putting things in order.
If this was a dress-up activity, she'd be there.
That's right. Big ups, Maddie. Maddie's always there.
Always.
She's always checking fools, picking them up by their ankles and shaking them to see what kind of change comes out of their pockets. Then she collects it and she throws it to the 6th grade camp fund.
That's right.
It's all happening. We're all in the same. We're on the same boat. We're on the same boat. We all have a paddle, and with that paddle, we are all paddling in the same direction. And that goal is to get all 86 kids to 6th grade camp at Lillian J. Rice. It's not too late. I couldn't ride. I have a hemorrhoid. I couldn't ride. My tire's flat. It's just too far. I couldn't do it. I was working. I had a gig. Doesn't matter. We'll do more this Friday, BJ. Hold on. It's not including you. You don't have to go. I'll be there. This Friday at the brewery.
Oh, I know what's coming.
We are doing our first Fridays with the foundation. Again, this is a good one because it's going to be all funds straight into the 6th grade camp fundraiser. And to make it more fun, I'm bringing a DJ out that night, bro. Big ups to the homie DJ Reg 1. DJ Reg 1 is going to be spinning that night all the tunes. I don't know what he wants. I've been to a couple of the gigs that he spins at Machete. He starts playing like corridos and like Mexican reggaeton, and then he'll mix in a little 50 Cent. You know Reg.
He played at the last golf tournament.
Reg is our South Bay guy. He's my Filipino. He's my Pinoy. He's my brother. He's another Garcia. So come on Friday. We'll be out there. I know for sure Gus, myself, Aisha, and Profe will be there. BJ, if you're available, by all means, show up, homie. It's your time to shine. If not, I get it. I'll see you at work.
I'll pop in, pay my tab, and drop a tip.
I'll see you the next morning at work.
Yeah, you will.
Because I'll be there too, baby doll.
Yeah,
I'm there.
Will. It's required.
It's required, bro. Actually, just last week, they're not required.
Well, what was that fucking note?
Saturdays are not mandatory.
Oh, well, for me they are.
No, sir. They will not use the verbiage mandatory because the contract stipulates. But they will heavily influence you and make it seem as if you need to be there.
Well, as a Tuesday through Saturday guy.
It's up to you. I'm just saying, they're not mandatory. So get your rest. Do what you got to do. I don't want you getting sick. It's one day out of a month and a half of heavy working. If you got to take a day off, you got to take a day off, bro. You got to fucking take a day off.
I could use a day off.
Yeah, we can all use a day off. Bottom line, we're getting there. Lillian J. Rice, don't fret. We're coming to the rescue. We'll see how much money we can raise. Ideally, 10,000. Like inside of myself, I looked in the mirror, and within myself, I said, 5,000, fool. I think we can do 5,000. And then after this weekend, I'm like, 10,000. We can do 10,000, So we have the rest of this month.
Until February. Right?
Yeah. So we have all of December, and we have all of January. We have 2 months legit to see how much money we can raise for these guys, for these kids, bro. And I did find out the numbers. Initially, the numbers were $350 per kid, but there has been an influx of money that has been raised already. So it went from like 30,000 to 24,000 to now, like if my math and what we've added is it's another 6, so 18,000. So we're knocking it down. It'll come down, but dig into those pockets. That Instagram link to donate is going to be up. As soon as it expires, we'll reopen it and add a new one on there. Come out to the events. Come out to the fun Fridays. First Fridays with the foundation. 3 Punk Ales. We'll be working there. All tips collected. Get thrown into that piggy bank as well. And I'm sure we'll have other things. Prof is always good for his monthly teacher happy hour. All those happy hours. They did a nice one at Common Theory. Big up Christian at Common Theory. They went out last month and they gave us a portion of the sales for that evening to the foundation. Everyone's on board, fool. Everyone is helping.
It's not like it's a bad cause. We're not like, let's get the kids addicted to cigarettes.
But give us time.
Not yet.
This is what I like about our South Bay community. Everyone's on board, fool. And I say South Bay because help isn't just in Chula Vista. We get help from all areas, man. We get help from North County people. We have help. So we're going to continue to press that button and get some donations from you guys. We're going to continue to sound the alarm because I think it would be awesome to get as much money as we can for Lillian J. Rice. How awesome. But don't party too much. Slow down. I need you tip top for the next month and a half. Don't fuck it up, dog.
Would never.
We did a poll, BJ.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We did our weekly poll. And this poll was a little selfish in nature. It was, I'm trying to kind of data gather and get some information for wifey and I, even though internally we already have an idea what we're going to do.
And you know the answer to
The
this.
age-old question, bro, is how old should your child be before you get them a phone, dog? You know, and it was overwhelming. I don't know if you have the updated version on there, but I have it on mine. The updated numbers, bro.
I can't quick.
The updated numbers are ridiculous. So 160 to 8. 160, 13 and above.
So 8 people just missed the first button.
And 8 people said 12 and under. I almost want to name the people.
You should. They
But I
probably don't have
shan't.
kids.
They do. We
Ooh.
know them.
Ooh.
I'll give you one.
Ah.
I'll give you-
If it's Hexus, I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm going to give you one. No, Hexus ain't going to do shit like that, dog. Let's see. 12 and under. These are some of the people that said that kids.
Maybe don't say the names, but give me a rhyme.
Okay.
Give me a hint. Give me some initials.
Decardo Ristless. He says 12 and under. I get it. Somebody else that we know very much, 12 and under. Maybe somebody that, plumbs for a living. They said 12 and under. The other people I don't know, so I'm not going to really say. And I do know something I'm not going to say. 12 and under, I don't know, man. It's all on a case-by-case thing,
Yeah.
I think.
And if it's curated, I can see the value in children having access to technology.
Yes.
Because this technology is not going anywhere.
Nope.
In fact, they should be at the forefront of it so it doesn't leave them behind.
Absolutely.
Like we came up with it, so it's kind of like we learned it in increments, but it's already there for them. It's a third language that they got to learn. But it's the people that just put their kid down and be like, yeah, full access. Just go on the fucking internet, have YouTube, play Grand Theft Auto.
And I'm going to
go
assume.
on rotten.com.
Whoa, fuck, you went straight for the jugular on that one.
I was in 5th grade once too.
Oh, shit. It's a case by case, obviously. Wifey and I not getting our kid a fucking phone. He's 12 and he's already in middle school. Up until this point, we're like, there's no way. He's going to wait. But now I feel like there is definitely motivation and a logical reason on why we should get him a cell phone. Like he's just in situations now where if I'm running late to pick him up, because there's already been some confusion in picking him up sometimes because he has baseball practice and then he has after school tutoring and things that he does. So it's like, I'd like to know where he is, how he is, why he is, and just give him a call. You're like, hey, Playboy, I'm coming. Wait for me here and I'll pick you up there. Whatever, that would be the only reason we would get him a phone. The other two are in elementary school, dog. Yeah. Like somebody's there to get them every day, so there is no need. They don't need a fucking phone. You will never convince me that my 10-year-old or my 7-year-old need an actual cell phone with online access, internet access, just completely jailbroken and they can do whatever they want.
And they have like the kid phone thing.
And I think that's the way we're going to go, BJ.
It's not a bad idea.
I think that's the way we're going to go. We have an AirTag that we snuck in his backpack. It's not very reliable. It's not very reliable.
He might lose the backpack. He would not lose a
Oh,
phone.
no, bro. Dude, I thought my phone was dead, like completely. It wasn't taking a charge. I almost had a breakdown. I had to call. I was like, oh, man, I got to see if I'm available for an upgrade or if I can get insurance or whatever.
See, and that's the kind of shit we don't want to be putting on our kids.
I don't.
But I do. I let Pete use my phone once in a while. Like I have it on kids mode. That's the nice thing about these Samsung phones. They have a kids mode where like you legit curate everything. Like it's my phone, but it's got like just his little apps, whatever. And I know exactly what's going on there. But the best thing that ever came out of this was the camera. Because he will just run around and take videos of himself and leave me little messages, or like he thinks he's a fucking influencer. He's like, "Hey, this is Pete. Make sure you subscribe." Like,
no way.
I don't know where the fuck he gets it, but it's hilarious, and I cannot wait to like hold this against him when he's older. We got my favorite thing. I will let you know. This is why I let him use my phone. We caught him in the mirror singing to himself with his guitar in his underwear, just singing a song.
No way.
I love you, me. I love you, me.
Is that a real song, or did he create it?
That is the song. That he just made that shit up. He was just playing his guitar, made that shit up, and if it wasn't for me having that phone for him, then we wouldn't have caught that moment. And
hey, well, that's a banger of a fucking song right there.
It's very positive and uplifting. I sing it to myself.
I love you, me.
Do you have any more guts?
That's awesome, man.
There are upsides to kids having phones, but don't give them like a dedicated, just like,
Yeah, I did. Wifey and I kind of been looking into it. There are phones that are only allowed to. It's like a flip phone or just a regular phone, but it'll only allow you to text, receive text, call, and receive calls. That's it. I feel like for my kid, that's all he needs, bro. Yeah. Because we don't really allow them to do too much like screen time. We let them play video games, and their cousins are on like their headphones when they're playing video games, and some of their school friends and some of their baseball friends. We're cool with that, but even that is minimalized at the house. We like right now, the annual tradition is a battle amongst families where we get a 1,000-piece puzzle, and they go to work on it. I suck, dude. I fucking suck at puzzles. Ooh. I found out that my autism
is not that kind.
It's not that kind where I see a puzzle, I need to fix a puzzle. I see a puzzle, and I see things that don't fit, and it overwhelms me, and I just, I got a headache yesterday. I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this.
Well, you deal with that in the trucks all day.
Dude, yeah. I mean, that's a different game. I mean, that's Tetris. This is like little pieces. So my family, wife and the 3 boys, myself when available, go up against like wifey's sister, her brother, her parents. My parents have done it, my sister. And so we all kind of just like build a puzzle. But I told her, it's like, you can't have different puzzles. I feel if you're going to have this contest,
it's going to be the same puzzle.
It's got to be the same puzzle.
Yeah, it's uniform.
It's got to be the same puzzle. It's gotten so competitive now, bro, that families get upset. Well, he cheated. How are they done? You guys were done in like a day. Blah, 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 blah. Like shit like that. Little questionable things. I told her, I said, we've got to establish guidelines and rules.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to do it, okay, we're going to start Saturday at 8 a.m. Everybody goes fucking live. We start a whole like
accountability.
Yeah, dude, a little FaceTime where everyone is just opening the box, dumping it out at the same time and said, all right, go, have at it. Boom, done. We also, we've gotten so into it. We bought a rotating, spinning puzzle table. Did you know there's puzzle tables?
Oh, yeah.
So there's a puzzle table that's on a little swivel.
Lazy Susan.
Yes, sir. And it has
Which
little
is one of the
drawers.
worst fucking names ever.
Fucking
or
Susan. So it has like little drawers on the side of this cabinet, and you can keep everything there. And it has a nice little platform where you can build a puzzle on top of. But instead of being handcuffed to leaving it on the dining table, or if you have like an island in your kitchen, like you can just build it on this and move it around. You could transport it. It has like a little plastic cover. I'm a little too excited about this shit.
Yeah,
but I'm just letting you know, bro.
A genuine smile.
But it's like I'm like, oh, this is cool. I suck. I've done like 6 pieces. I told wife yesterday, I was like, I got 1 piece and I was content. I felt like relieved that I got 1. I got a few more, but this isn't for me. Like, it ain't for me.
If you need to enlist cousin Pete, he's actually pretty good.
He gets
puzzles.
down?
Dude, he does like 100-piece puzzles.
Nice.
We got him a little Mario one and a Star Wars one. And like, yeah, we help him along. But like, I'm sure if we gave him just the puzzle and like, figure it out, kid.
My wife and my oldest are the ones that are like very much into it, dude. Like extremely into just building this puzzle. The other 2 weenies, they could care less. So we started...
Get a Fortnite puzzle. It'll be done in a day.
Maybe. We did a Call of Duty night. We've been doing Call of Duty every night now. I tell them, hey, I'm going to play for an hour. And I'm only going to play if you kids are around. And we're not going to do Warzone or any of the online play until we beat the campaign. Bro, this campaign is hard.
Yeah.
This campaign is hard. We try to do like a stage every night. And last night was the first night we couldn't get past it.
Where you at? What are you on?
I'm on some level where there's zombies. The zombies have been introduced into this level.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to collect 4 cards, 4 passes, credential cards, and that in order to get to the next level.
Exactly where you are.
Yeah, dude. I can't kill that thing, the red mannequin.
Well, and you play on the fucking hardest one.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't.
That's why you ain't gonna pass that one. That one's different.
Is it super hard?
I did that shit on regular. That shit's hard.
So what are the levels? Because I saw
easy.
No. Next one up.
It's like easy, regular. Hardened, veteran.
Okay, we're on veteran.
Yeah.
We're on veteran. We're on the last one, like on the highest one, and it's difficult, dude.
Veteran is a young man's game. I just want to get through it, have a good time, experience a little like 6-hour movie.
Want to see my autism kick up a notch? That level fucked me, dude. I had to put it down. My kids were upset with me. Don't quit, Dad. Garcia's never quit. What are you doing? I was like, dude, this is overwhelming me. Like I literally felt like overwhelmed playing this game because we're kind of idiots. I turned the lights off. It's hella dark. We close the door. We turn up the volume. We hear everything that's going on, and it was a little.
That's
intense.
just the hardest level I think out of the entire game.
Is it really?
Yeah, because there's other levels that like they throw a lot at you, but that one they just bury you in zombies, and then it's like you can't turn around. You can't
because the mannequins come after you. Oh my god, yeah. I love it. I love it though because along the way, guess what? We created a little tradition.
You bond.
A little something that the boys look forward to legitimately. And we do a lot with them, whether it's like extracurriculars with their sports, their puzzles, after school programs, everything. They're busy. But this, like them and me, is like, oh, okay, this is what we're going to go watch daddy play Call of Duty. And that's what we're doing, bro.
Well, when peak is over and you're done with your Call of Duty campaign, I got a game for you.
Uh-oh, give it to me now.
I've been recently playing a new one. Well, it's an old one, but a redone one. So it's an old, like, I think it's like 12 or 13 years old game from like the original Xbox or Xbox 360 called Mafia. You ever heard of it?
Sounds familiar.
So there's 3 of them now.
Okay.
Mafia 1, 2, and 3. But they redid, like, it wasn't just like a touch-up. They literally went back and built the game from ground zero up with like the original story and I think all the original like voice acting and shit. But it's like a legit Mafia movie. And it's a single-player only game.
PlayStation.
Campaign. I think you can get it on PlayStation.
Okay.
The definitive edition. That's the one you want because that's the one that's all touched up. It looks beautiful. The story is amazing. And again, it's just linear. Like, so many games have gone non-linear.
What does that mean?
Where you don't just go from A to B. You like, you can walk around in an open
Well, that's
world.
what I like
and
about
waste all
this
your
Call of
time.
Duty, bro. There's so many side missions you can get lost in. So we're like, oh, this is kind of cool.
And they have that like open world desert area where you can go around and tool around.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And we haven't finished all of those yet. We're just legitimately finishing the objective.
I think you'd like these Mafia games.
Okay.
Because they are gabagoo.
Gabagool. But let's not let this night take
Let's
away.
not nerd out a little bit.
Let's get back to where we were. Phones for children. We asked, what age do you recommend?
And they answered.
And some people answered, bro. 18. That might be a little too old.
That's extreme.
That's a
They're
little
not
too
children, they're
extreme.
adults at
Yeah.
that point.
Don't raise a nerd. Hook them up ASAP. Hashtag Bonita. I bet we know who that is.
Shout out
Shout out Jad.
Chad with a J.
Shout out Jad. Nah, I'm not hooking them up. Any of them up. 15. 18. El Profes is 18. He's a teacher. He's seen some things in class probably. You know? When I did the Castle Park talk there, that's a high school, and these were seniors. And I believe it was Mr. Dunkel. Yeah, Mr. Dunkel is the professor's name.
Big ups, Mr. Dunkel.
Big ups, Mr. Dunkel. Phones away, put them down, lock them up in your bag. I was like, oh, okay. So there's a protocol. You know, they're not allowed to just kind of be scrolling through their period classes or
They
anything.
find a way.
I'm sure they do. 18, 12.
We had phones when I was in high school.
12? That's where we're at right now. Is 12 the number? Yeah, maybe a phone with certain obstacles.
Yeah, restrictions.
You know? My son is 7 and has a phone. It depends on the child, I guess. Very true.
That is
Very
also
true. When they can pay for it. That is from Mrs. Jasbera. So your wife says they got to pay for it.
Well, Pete, you're never getting a phone then.
Fuck that, never. Wow, there's another take, you know?
I would see that more as a Fernando thing.
Both had a phone at 5. It's a little too much for me. It's a little too much.
That's too much.
That's too
Who are they
much.
talking to at 5?
Yeah.
Us.
Right? Don't text me. It's probably going to be
Daddy.
gabagool,
Daddy.
gabagool, gabagool, gabagool.
Yeah. Daddy, I need Cheerios. Daddy.
So that's where we are with that.
Yeah.
It's coming. I just don't want these kids to grow up so fast, bro.
Yeah, I know you're trying to like hold on to that youth as much as you can,
Yeah.
but there is a certain point of, A, you can't raise a fucking weenie. They're gonna be ostracized. They're gonna be whatever. And it's not even that's not a good enough reason to be like, give them a phone. I don't want my kid to be the nerd, you know, whatever. But like, it's just a certain point where like it is ingrained in everything we do as people. And do you want your children to become people, or do you want them to stay children forever?
You bring up a valid point, brother. You bring up a valid point.
I broke your voice.
This actually led into one of my stories that I had. So I'm looking at the link. I think you deleted it, fool. So one of the links that I had actually talked about Australia. Australia now has a ban for 16 and under kids in social media usage in Australia. I was like, oh, that's my biggest fear, is that the kids will get their phone and then they'll just set up like social media profiles. And then that's just, as soon as they have that, I feel like we've lost them, Barry. They're gone.
This guy looks like he's
Yeah,
banned.
look
Things
at
all day.
they've gone. They belong to the social media streets, bro. So Australia just passed this, and what does it say right there? Ban to apply to Instagram, X, Snapchat, Facebook, and I believe TikTok too. From late 2025, Australians must be over 16 to use social media. I like that.
There's already an age restriction, though.
Is there?
And people get around that shit all day.
Guess what? Guns aren't allowed in Mexico.
And they still.
Isn't that crazy,
fine.
bro? Isn't that crazy? Tech giants face fines for non-compliance. child rights groups oppose the law. Oh, really? Parent groups support it.
Who are the child's rights groups? Children?
Yeah.
We want candy before bed.
That's right. And I don't want to take a bath.
Yeah,
Crazy.
no baths for me.
So what's going on? I feel like things are, the tide is turning. They're trying to like now censor things. I don't know, man. Wifey and I don't know where we stand as it relates to our peers who are parents as well, because we don't let them watch a lot of shit. You know, like we're really selective on what we allow them to watch. We're very selective in what we allow them to play, how long they're allowed to play on the freaking video games, who they're allowed to play with. You know, like we got to make sure who their friends are and everything on there. On like some of the streaming apps that we have, like at Disney and Hulu, whatever, there's parent controls on there. So damn, we're doing our best. We're doing our best to make sure that we keep these little fuckers corralled. You know?
So it looks like the average age for most of these things is already 13. So they're adding 3 years to that. And how many 13-year-olds do you know that are out there on social media already?
I don't know.
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. So it's just like they could put the rule in, but who's gonna fucking follow it? And who's gonna
I guess it's up to the parents to enforce it.
But yeah, so like how are the tech companies gonna get fined? How are they gonna find out? Like
who knows,
you have to provide your birth certificate now to have fucking Facebook?
Maybe. You know? It's gonna be like insurance. Here's your proof of insurance for driving.
I do feel like there should be some sort of like, hey, here's my ID, that I'm a real person and this is my account, because there's so many bots that like just get made, you know? Like if you can't provide proof that you're a human first, you shouldn't, you know, be able to make a social media account.
Let's move on from this, Bear. I'm getting depressed. I don't want to lose my
Let's talk about something fun.
I don't want to lose my kids to the internet. Let's take this moment real quick before you get into your fun shit to talk about some stuff that we should, what is it? Housekeeping. EmoBrown.com, EmoBrown.com, EmoBrown.com. EmoBrown.com is already the home of all things Emo Brown. You can find all of our episodes that we've done. You can actually go and start purchasing merch on there. You could actually sign up to become a member of this thing of ours. And starting this Friday, you are going to have access to our weekly newsletter. And in that newsletter, which we will drop every Friday, BJ, every Friday.
How many Fridays?
Every Friday. Every Friday. And in that newsletter, I'm going to have a little column called the Shamps Corner, where we just talk about whatever bullshit comes to my mind. I know Chicle is going to have a little blurb that he wants to go over. BJ, I invite you to do the same.
I'll drop a nugget once in a while.
Every now and then, I'd like it to be consistent. So every Friday, I'd like you to do that. Number 2, it's going to have, you know, our monthly member of the month, you know, whether it's a business or an individual. If you go on there right now, you're going to have an updated list of who accepts our social club card and what exactly it gets you at that establishment. So, I mean, it's going to be super interactive. We're going to be moving our group chat right on over here. So in order to be part of the Discord or something akin to Discord, you're going to have your membership active with the website. Get in there and do your thing. It's going to be fun. We're building our community there, BJ. It's up and at 'em already. EmoBrown.com, EmoBrown.com. Sign up for the newsletter that comes out every Friday. We'll be going over a bunch of cool things in there. It's highlighting members of the community, talking about who is offering what and at what discount. Should be cool.
As Garth Brooks once said, cool stuff, neat stuff, slick stuff.
Garth Brooks said that?
Have you ever seen that?
No, fool. So I heard that guy's a serial killer.
Yeah.
Is that for real?
I believe
I know the rumor.
Where are the bodies, Garth?
Oh, that's the whole thing, huh?
that was the Your Mom's House podcast.
Hey, watch yourself, homie. My mom's what?
House podcast.
Yeah. Oh, the podcast. Okay.
Yeah, but so he got on a Facebook Live like immediately after getting his first Facebook account. He's so disconnected from the real world. He's like sitting in some swanky fucking mansion. I'll try to find it. But he's like, we're on Facebook Live. I guess this is finally time for me to do it. But I don't want to be posting nothing. I want to be posting cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff. And at that moment, I just lose my mind. I'll find it. We'll fucking find
Garth
it.
Brooks.
Yeah.
I guess he's a musician. He's more well known as a Padres spring training legend, infielder, outfielder galore, bro. Garth Brooks, can you name 3 songs?
I got friends. That's the only one.
That's a song?
In low places.
He sings that song?
Yes.
Okay. I can name
But
one
I can
song.
tell you a little deep cut.
Okay.
So Garth Brooks, midway through his career,
All right.
got a little tired of being Garth Brooks.
Oh, no, what
You
happened?
can only be at the top for so long before it, gets boring. He became Chris Gaines for a few albums, where he
Gaines.
became like an emo guy. Still kind of sounds like Garth Brooks music, but it's just him with hair.
Really?
Yeah. And he's rumored to be releasing another Chris Gaines project this year.
Dude, this Garth Brooks fella is eclectic. It's like an onion. So many layers.
He's in the news right now, and it's not a good idea.
Why? What did he do?
He might be getting me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For being a murderer?
Yeah.
Hey, can we get in trouble for calling somebody a murderer? Even though we're just playing. We don't know.
I mean, if he listens, maybe.
Shit, that's crazy. I know allegedly he's been accused of being a serial killer because I guess bodies keep turning up anytime he's on tour or some shit. Go into Reddit, find it. There's a deep cut in there. It should be amazing. It should be awesome. I can name one song by Garth Brooks, and I know it goes, and the thunder rolls, cling, cling, cling. Am I right or am I wrong?
I think that's one, yeah.
All right, there he goes. We've got 2 Garth Brooks songs, brother. 2 Garth Brooks songs. Give me something, Barry. It's your turn. I ping pong serve it right back to you.
I'll hit you with another Garth then, because I found it.
Oh, no. Let's see.
We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that. But I'm already finding out on my own. So it's wiping the walls out between you and me, and I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case,
The hotel room.
the hotel room.
I had this memorized.
When I think about things I want to post cool stuff.
I didn't know this is what
Slick
Garth
stuff,
Brooks
neat
looked
stuff.
like, bro.
Yeah, that's him.
But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this. This is just who I am.
I had this memorized, and
So
I used to recite this at gigs.
Did you really? Dude, Garth Brooks. That's crazy. All right, now I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Now you want to see
Friend of the show.
I got to show you Chris Gaines now.
Oh, no, yeah. So it's okay. So Chris Gaines is his pseudonym, his alter ego, and it's his emo alter ego.
He looks like Chris Angel.
Let me hear it. No way. Which one is he?
All of them. That's Chris
him?
Gaines.
Oh, my God. He doesn't look like Garth Brooks anymore.
I'll turn the audio off, but yeah, just look at this.
No way.
Oh,
That doesn't do. That dude wants to sell you a phone.
That guy's trying to sell me too much.
I could fix my hair and like maybe.
But you'll never be this. I'm going to play like 1 second of the audio.
Oh, Lord, bro. That's him? That's Garth Brooks?
That's Garth Brooks?
No way.
With a wig and a little soul patch.
Did he do well? Like,
I don't know. I don't know if it ever like charted or did anything, but I know that he did like 3 albums as Chris Gaines. And like didn't want to be associated with Garth Brooks for a while.
BJ, we can't even come out with one song together yet.
And meanwhile, Chris Gaines exists.
Chris Gaines has 3 drops, 3 albums, dude.
Oh my God, you just missed the barefoot shot too.
What do you mean? Oh, no. Hey, what's up with white people always taking barefoot pictures at the beach
Look
with
at
their families and
He's
jeans
just sitting
on?
in the fucking trolley station with his feet
Oh,
out.
my God.
Lost
There he
in
is. Yep.
Hey, that's a Sugar Cult song, you thief.
Is it really?
Oh, really good
Sugar
one.
Cult was a good song, a good band.
I like Sugar Cult.
Bouncing off the walls again?
Whoa.
There you go. That's my guy. That's how I know you're a
Start Static. That's a banger of an album. I'd say that's one of the perfect 10 albums, actually.
The Sugar Way or Sugar? No, the Sugar.
Sugar Cult, Start Static.
Okay.
I think I can listen to that whole thing without skipping. I'll have to try.
Really?
I'll have to give it another try.
One of mine is a little weird. I'll give you one of the weird ones. Sound the Seven Trumpets by Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, yeah.
I can listen to that shit like from beginning to end, bro.
Waking the Fallen was mine. For them. That was peak Avenged.
Lechuza by Phoenix TX. Full Collapse by Thursday. Life on the Plate by Millen Collin.
Yeah.
Chronic by tú sabes, Dr.
Oh,
Dre.
yeah. Chronic 2001.
Yeah, Pinchy. Fuck, was it self-titled? The Eminem Slim Shady one?
Slim Shady LP?
Yeah.
Slim Shady EP?
Yeah, the first one that like I can listen to that.
Slim Shady LP.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit. I mean, I'm a big fan of music, dog.
Yeah.
And I listen
those
to some
those are what I
dumb
call
shit.
perfect 10 albums. When you don't
Perfect
skip one. You
Really?
can start at one.
Go ahead.
Get all the way through the end without skipping.
There's a lot of honorable mentions, local bands specifically, but yeah, like those ones that I mentioned right now, those are bangers. You can pop any of those things out at any time of the day and be like, oh fuck,
And no skips.
I'll vibe with this shit, homie. Give me something good, BJ.
All right. Well, I mean, that was my good, dude. Fucking Chris Gaines. How does it get better than that?
Face lasers.
Face lasers. Let's get to the Yahwehs. Let me get that Yahweh graphic up here. Let's go. Bing, bang, boom.
On the fly editing. Lie to you, brother.
I learned from the best. Yeah, face lasers. So I don't know. You've probably seen people getting their tattoos lasered off and like lasers being used in all sorts of cosmetic type things. This just gives me the fucking ick. And if you are squeamish, please look closer into your screen.
Let's see what's going on. Oh, I already like it, dude.
Oh, I hate this.
I already like it.
Let me turn this on so you can hear this guy
To
talk.
vaporize microscopic columns of the skin.
What is she doing? What is he doing to her?
So if you look, it's like tightening the skin, and it's like anti-aging stuff. But like you end up with all these like weird little like lizard skins all over your face. I don't know. It looks so weird. And I went down this rabbit hole of just watching these, and it's so gross, dude. Ew. I don't like looking that close at anybody, but like especially people's eyes getting lasered with that thing in there, that blue like eye protector thing. It's just too much. Just look old.
Oh wow, I barely noticed that there's something inside that person's eye.
Yeah, because you're so distracted by the face.
Oh my
face
God.
getting melted by a laser. Like, I don't know if you've ever like burnt yourself. Like,
Yeah.
as a kid, I burnt myself with one of those cigarette lighters in the car.
A crack pipe, Barry.
And
Go ahead.
immediately your skin does that, where it turns white and brown and gross, and it smells kind of good actually. But I just can't imagine that all over my face because that shit. Ugh.
I'm a big fan of watching videos of different. Oh man, my skin crawls actually when I start thinking about it. I forget what it's called, trichnophobia, something where like there's holes on your body, like
Oh, yeah,
pores,
like
and
pores.
things come out. Dude, that shit freaks me out.
People
man.
like Dr. Pimple Popper, like so many people watch that.
I
It's
enjoy
a
that
huge
shit.
channel.
I enjoy
don't
it.
get it. That shit is
No,
not for me. Not for me at all. And now I have a new nightmare.
go ahead.
And this has been in my dreams. I've been like having some crazy vivid dreams. I'm taking my Luna. Thank you, microwave. And yeah, this was my dream the other night. That's why I was like, had to bring it up because I was like, dude, they're lasering my face. I could smell it.
Yeah.
I could feel it. Like I hate dreams that I can smell and feel. Those are the worst. But like,
Have you ever singed your skin
yeah, plenty of times.
and did it smell like in your dream?
Yeah,
When I had a vasectomy, I'm a TMI right now. They singed my skin down there.
it smells kind of good.
Yeah, dude. I went for carne asada fries right after. I was like, hey, what the fuck? Let's go. Again, perks of being at UPS.
Yeah, I was a dumb kid. I've burned myself many times.
That vasectomy cost me $10.
I think right now it'd cost me $10, but it'd be in TJ.
Ah, there you go.
Still cool.
That's
I get tacos
transitioning.
afterwards.
It's not a vasectomy.
I get that carne asada.
It's not a vasectomy. You're transitioning at that point if you're doing it in TJ, bro. Good luck. Good luck to you. Oh man. Sidebar. Guess who I gave the rad autism test to?
Oh, who got it?
Everybody in the foundation. Everybody in the foundation.
Are you still the
I'm
top?
still the
Cream
I'm
of the
still
crop?
the top dog, sitting in at a beautiful 105 score. Hella autistic.
We have numbers?
Yes, we do have numbers. You want me to do that?
Can we
Tim?
divulge?
Oh man! All right, I'll give you some numbers.
We don't have to name names. Maybe I can just guess. Give me the numbers and I'll guess.
Oh, okay. If I was to tell you that somebody got 105, obviously you would say,
That was you.
yeah.
Yeah, I know your score.
Who's half of me autistically speaking at a 52?
52. They're not even on the scale then. That means they're like not at all.
52, 22, 29. Who was the highest in the
God
group?
damn, I'm sitting here at 85.
Yeah, we suck, dude. We suck. I had 105. Wifey, I know.
I probably just cheated. I should.
Wifey
be like
was
a
in the
million.
low 20s. Somebody got a 60. Chicle. That means he is. He's got the some of the attributes.
Yeah, I mean,
Based to the
they're
on the scale.
starting to consider him.
Dude, 97.
Welcome to the team,
Who do you think got a 97?
Gus or Caesar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put real. Okay, so Profe, Aisha.
I'm gonna say shit, dog.
Well, I mean, we could have eliminated.
97, dude.
Welcome to the club. We love having you
My
here,
sister in Tism. We're doing it big.
Sister Tism. That sounds like a '70s band.
Oh man, this is 74's your boy Hexus. I don't feel bad outing him.
I hate you, dude.
74 is close. It's no 105. Still the undisputed champion. The champ is here.
The champ is
That's right. Oh man, I feel like we should be taking more tests. A lot more tests, just to kind
I
of.
definitely feel like we should try a different test, like same site because they're all curated by those doctors and they're rated. You know that one, like I said, they rated it as accurate for like diagnosis, but it wasn't
Absolutely.
their favorite for like how you get that
Correct.
diagnosis. So
Make
I would
no
be down to do a
mistake.
few more, maybe one a month.
Make
till
no
we get to the
mistake,
bottom of
DJ.
this.
Make no mistake. This test that we did, it's a certified test.
The real test is just to drop a box of toothpicks, right?
Oh man, no, because the puzzles don't work with it. The puzzles overwhelm
Definitely
me,
97.
dude. The puzzles overwhelm me. I get flustered and I just want to walk away from it.
That's a for sure sign.
Really? Yeah. Shit. Since this test
Not
came
everybody
out,
is the same.
Hey, since this test came out, I've noticed a lot of things about myself that before I just kind of like water under the bridge. Now I'm dwelling on them, and I'm like, oh shit.
Or you're not being kinder to yourself,
No.
knowing that like, oh, this is just my tism.
No, bro. Like I'm like, this explains that. This explains that. Yeah. And everybody around was like, well, duh, fool. Like everybody knew. And I was the last to find out. It is what it is, brother. I'm happy.
I love you how you are.
It's my superpower.
It is.
What do you think it does provide though? I'm an excellent shit talker.
Laser focus.
Yeah, I'm very focused on things. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll zap in, and it's very hard to zap me out of things.
You've got that like Doberman locked.
So I don't know. Like maybe those are part of my superpowers.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it gives you your quick wit.
I risen with the
For
tism,
sure.
baby.
You got
dog.
like a Rolodex of just fucking knowledge of maybe not always the most useful shit, but like your recall for things is amazing.
Damn. Look at me, fucking X-Men over here.
I got the other side of it. I just
Give me the fucking
I can't
Avenger.
handle crowds, and I
Oh,
don't like
shit.
when things.
Well,
are out
there's
of order.
another test in the group chat that they sent our way.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so I'll send it to you. It's it's kind of like a personality test too, and it all blends.
I would say
in.
you're a type 1.
I don't know what that means.
You're a
I'll have
leader?
to.
You
I
are
will
a-
have to do it, dude.
You don't know the personality types?
Nah, man. Yeah, but let's do more tests. Let's find each other out and let's just post it up and have people ridicule
I
us.
think
bro.
next year, instead of the year of challenges and stuff that we laid out for ourselves this year, which was fun and we grew as people,
Yes, sir.
next year will be the year of tests. We should definitely get to know who we are through tests. Let's start with a physical.
Dude, I'm good. It freaked
We'll give
me,
each other a physical.
It freaked me out when and on that autism test, the RAD exam, and we should post this up for everybody so everybody wants to see it. We'll post it up on the weekly newsletter on Friday, and if you want to tap into it, that way you know exactly where it's coming from, who's conducting it, is it certified, is it this? All of your questions will be answered there, and it breaks down your score, and it kind of delves into some of the characteristic traits, which I found super interesting. And yeah, it sounds lame, but I'm very interested in certain character traits that I have and how they are truly identifiable with my score.
At what point will you take this to a doctor, though?
Why?
Why? The internet gives me all I need.
No, why would I
Because-
take it to a doctor? I
I
would
don't know,
never.
get
I
a-
would never take I don't know if there's a
Get a
medication
real diagnosis
or anything. Why?
I don't know, just to have that closure. To be like, you know what?
Closure?
You can breathe easy and know that
I
you're just
breathe-
living in your truth.
I breathe easy already, just like this, dog. I'm good. Sound like my wife. Everything that goes, you should probably go get it checked out. You should probably go talk to somebody about that.
Get your tism checked out.
I mean, I've got my therapist here. 10-minute Barry.
Oh, if I'm your therapist, you're fucked.
You haven't driven me to any.
You've talked to your
self-harm yet,
therapist
bro.
off the cliff so many more times.
Don't do it, dog. I promise you, it gets better. Shit, dog. It's on. We'll be
be
fine.
fine.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm happy to learn more about myself, but I would never go to a doctor and tell him, "Hey, dog, I took a test. Turns out I scored high on the autism test for adults. What do I need to do? What's it gonna tell me? Nothing. No,
know,
there's
maybe, like-
these books. There's this. There's that. I'm backlogged on books right now. That's the one thing I can't get through. And this is the ideal time to do it, BJ. We have so much time at UPS. We should be getting through 2 books a week.
If I'm not listening to aggressively fast music, I notice a droop in my performance.
Yeah?
I need speed, I need thrash metal, I need punk, and then I need a little bit of 1970s jazz fusion just to take the edge off. But if I listen to a book, I've noticed I get a lot slower because I get really into the book.
Yeah. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a
Sitting
good
there
thing.
listening to my book like, ooh.
What's the last book you read?
It was a fiction book called Patient Zero.
¿Qué es eso?
It's like a spy adventure novel kind of thing where like basically like this guy gets recruited by some special government agency that goes out and fights terrorism, but like zombie terrorism.
Zombie terrorism.
Basically, the
dog.
zombies, their weapons of mass destruction are people, and they're zombies, and they unleash them. And it's a good book. It's well written, and there's like a series. So I'm going to be using my monthly Audible credits on
Yeah.
that, or finishing off the series.
I used my last one, my last credit for last month on Meditations, a collection of writings by Marcus Aurelius. I don't know, somebody recommended it to me. That dude was just pretty much like, don't sweat the small stuff, fool. It is what it is. Worry about things in your own lane. Don't worry about too much what's going on the outside of your life. Just, it's never that bad. It's like that old fucking quote that I put up. The highs aren't always as great as we think they are, and our lows aren't as bad as they are. It's just, everything is just in the middle. Do your thing. Don't worry. And I was like, makes sense. But legitimately, it's like, an 8-hour read of somebody telling you the same shit over
Yeah.
and over and over. I'm like,
Well,
all
and
right,
like I've never read it myself, but I have heard of it and heard things about it. And it was like he didn't write that for other people. He wrote that like as a journal for himself, right? Is that what it was?
That's exactly what it was. Like, I'm this.
So you're
I'm
reading another
that.
dude's diary.
So somebody's reading it to me. Is that bad? Somebody's reading
I'll
it
only
to
listen
me.
if R. Kelly reads it to me.
But you got to think, dude, that guy was the Roman Empire, like the emperor.
Yeah.
You know, like that guy was in charge and had responsibilities and was a fucking leader of all of armies of
And where is he
colonies. Well, we're in the pantheon.
Where we're all
I don't
going to
know.
end up.
Where?
The dirt.
Damn, you are on a sick one today, BJ. Let's get to recommendations and get the fuck out of here, dude.
Well, what do you got to recommend then?
Well, I'm going to piggyback off of yours because I saw that you're going on your Christmas movie recommendations. So I will piggyback off of yours. I'd like to hear what
We need
your
a new picture for you. Looks like a crack pipe.
I mean, and I'm drinking a Topo Chico, or what am I drinking over there?
This is taking it the Christmas party, I believe.
Hey, I'm going to get those Meta Ray-Ban glasses, though.
You should.
Yeah,
you
wifey
look good
said
at Ray-Bans.
Wifey said I shouldn't, but I think I'm going to go all in on them, bro. Why wouldn't I? I
Treat
deserve
yourself.
it. I
Treat
deserve
yourself.
It. We're working over here.
Sure,
man.
want to fall off the back of a truck someday.
Dude, imagine just rolling around, just live streaming everything I watch. Oh, my God.
Maybe not.
All right, BJ, handle.
Wait, what was yours?
Oh, it's going to be a Christmas movie because I saw that you're recommending Christmas movies. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to wait until whatever yours is, and then I'll tell you mine.
Oh, then you're just gonna shit on mine and be like,
Yeah.
"This is why mine's better."
Hey, you're on to
All
me.
right. Well, hey, Barry's holiday movie of the week. I don't have a sound effect.
Tribal Lawyer.
Boom. My movie of the week is actually kind of going back to my old theme a little bit. It's a horror movie, Black Christmas, from 2006. Okay,
Go ahead.
I saw this movie in theaters back when I was a 16-year-old boy. It's a remake of a 70s movie, and there's actually been like a 2019 version that I have not seen, but this one was good. The synopsis is, the holiday season turns deadly for a group of sorority sisters who are stranded at their campus house during a snowstorm. These co-eds better watch out for a vicious killer who is on the loose, and he will not care if they are naughty or nice.
Damn.
I
Hella
liked it.
Christmassy.
I liked it because I did see it I think it came out on Christmas. And if I remember correctly, I went with some friends on Christmas to see it. And it gives you all the gory kills. Like, if you like creative kills, this one has them. Not much for a story, but what do you want from a slasher flick? You know, it's just
Blood.
sorority girls getting murdered by a crazy guy. And
Boobs?
They do it well. I don't think there was boobs.
No?
I was a little let down by that. The 70s one might, probably. But it's like a loose adaptation of that. So I don't know even if it holds up to the original.
You're a loose.
Yeah, I am. Maybe I'll go back and watch the other one and see how it goes. But I did like it. It's an easy just turn off your brain and watch, which is kind of where I'm at these days. Just turn
Yeah.
off my brain and fucking shut down for a while. So Black Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, check it out.
On it.
Don't be scared of Christmas.
There it is, dude.
What you got?
Scrooged.
Scrooged. That's another scary Christmas movie.
Kids just got an opportunity to watch most of it. You know, I think there was a lot of parts that are kind of questionable, but not too overwhelming. So, but
when they're photographing their butts,
that doesn't matter. You know,
you see a little more than butt.
Do we? I don't remember. Now I'm gonna have to go back. I like it. Great movie. Always a good movie. It's in
Great
that
movie.
era. It's in that era of like you can get away with more cinematically and screenplay wise. You can talk some shit. You can be very crass. You can be crude. You can talk some shit. You can just kind of toe the line a little bit more. So those are the kinds of movies I'm into more these days. They're pretty cool. But Scrooge, man.
Peak Bill Murray. I
Oh,
would
dude,
say.
Bill Murray's a fucking legend, dude. Bill Murray just
Bill Murray is still Bill Murray, but that was like
his
can't argue with
dry
that.
delivery, his kind of like dickhead humor and approach. I thought it was awesome, bro.
Wasn't this dude the singer of the New York
The
Dolls?
New York Dolls, bro.
Oh, yeah.
What's the song?
I'm glad you know that.
Yeah, wifey and I both love this movie, and every time it comes on, he's just like didn't do much more acting. He was just New York Dolls.
They
and
just
then
took the
this.
dress off him.
What was the song that he came out with that was more mainstream? It was like a New York musical, and he's like, or is it the one that goes hot, hot, hot?
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck, I have to find it now. But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely
I
find
told her, and I should have looked it up. We are in that bad habit of watching a movie, and we have our phones with us or our iPads, and we're in bed watching a movie. It's like, hold on, and we just started scrolling and like doing all that, dude.
Have you seen on Amazon, if you watch a movie, that like there is a little like feature where like at any point you can just scroll down and it'll like whoever's on screen, it'll bring you up stuff about them,
Oh,
and
really?
what they do, and like things about the movie. Like
Buy these shoes here.
it is ADD encompassed in a fucking movie viewing app. That's why I don't watch much on Amazon, because I'm constantly just like clicking on shit that I don't need.
We do a lot of self-diagnosing here on this fucking episodes, bro.
If we don't do it, somebody else will.
We're not only your favorite podcast, we're also your favorite physicians,
We're
brother.
doctors.
Yeah, absolutely. BJ, what else we got? I think that's it, dude.
Yeah,
We
come see
did
me
it?
this weekend. Playing Tipsy Crow Sunday. I'll be playing in Escondido on Saturday.
Oh, Saturday?
8 to 11.
This is your only time to like chill and not sleep and get some rest. Fuck it.
That's the one thing I look forward to. I mean, other than like family time, like I love playing shows. I love playing live music, and you will see it. Like I will be dead as fuck rolling in as soon as I hit the stage and the guitar's in my hand. I am in another world.
Half Johnny Cash, half Tom DeLonge.
That's some have said.
Someone said, motherfucker, you said. You are those some. Hi, everybody. This is BJ's
Hello,
musician.
my name is Some.
And then he's like, oh, what do you describe yourself as? I'm a little bit Johnny Cash. I'm a little bit Tom DeLonge. I was like, makes sense. That's you, my
Dick
guy.
jokes and acoustic guitars. What more do you want?
Nothing. Well, a lot, but from that, I'll leave it alone.
There you go.
Friday, we'll be at the brewery if you want to cruise through and hang out and make your tip a donation to the Lillian J. Rice 6th grade camp fund. Cruise through. We'll be slinging them bears all night, all day. And then I'll be wide awake, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed going into UPS the next morning. Aside from that, we're very low maintenance. We might not even have multiple shows for the foreseeable month or so. We might just do the weekly and drop some greatest hits
We
or
got some
reruns.
backlog too. We got
a-
some we got to get out. We
Hey,
got crispy
fool.
cuts we got to get out.
I'm sitting like on 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And some of them I'm embarrassed to release because it's been that long. Okay?
Put them out.
Put them out?
Use them.
All right.
Let's do it.
The B-rolls
That's
are
why
coming.
we held on to them for so long. We knew we would need them.
The B-rolls are coming. And yes, sir.
Show me your B-roll.
You know, it's happening. BJ, congratulations. You're a success.
We did it.
You've done it. Hit the button.